All right, welcome back to the 80 Star Basketball channel. I'm going to be doing a little non-Jordan today. It's just been so much Jordan recently that I wanted to do this. Actually, I've had a few people reach out specifically on this card, and kind of goes in lines of like I was going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. So here we are. For my new Spotlight series. I'd like to spotlight, put the spotlight on some either particular player or card or set once a week. We'll see if I can maintain that. And I really, really like this card. I currently do not own it. I recently I've had a couple copies, and again, I'm trying to make up another 101 run, but I will own it again, just kind of a matter of timing. And I had a PSA 6 that was really nice. So I do want to talk about the 202 84 star Charles Barkley rookie card. And so this is basketballgold.com. Remember, your best two resources for star cards are star basketball cards and basketball gold, for websites. Go to them. Basketball Gold has a player breakdown like this. I kind of like it, and they really show all the cards and list everything out. It is very detailed. So whoever put the time to this, it's really impressive. So if you want to see which cards for like Barkley and Stockton and anything else, just go to basketballgold.com. So I will say, start out. Well, I'm going to be, give a little bit of pop count information, a little bit of what it's selling for and what it's recently sold for, and also kind of compare it a little to the 86 Fleer on the pop counts. So he had 8 cards. So basically, Star made 8 cards over 2 years. That's what they're kind of saying right here, and that's so it's not much information, but it does list the cards out that if you want to see. All right, so let's talk about the pop counts a little bit. So the pop counts on this guy is, for the 84 star on for PSA, we're looking at 149 copies. So obviously in the last couple of years, and then BGS we're looking at 750 for a total of basically 900 copies. So the 86 Fleer in comparison, we're looking at 10,327 PSA copies, 2,939 BGS, and SGC 1,372 for a total of those three 14,638, which is a little more than a 16 to 1 ratio. But I do want to point out, one, I'm missing several other smaller grading companies where these are probably in the thousands. And simply, people, this is kind of a tough comparison, because people aren't going to grade this as much because it's not as valuable. So compared to the like Jordan, 86 Fleer, everyone's getting it graded because it gives more value. So, okay, let's jump on over to 130 point to look at recent sales. So, not too many of these sell very often. These don't come up, I want to say definitely not with the volume, because, they're not as nearly as valuable as the 101 or other Jordans, but they definitely, to some people, obviously they're expensive, but to others they're not. But in comparison to Jordan, they're nowhere near that level. And in my opinion, pretty good pickup. Not bad, and that's why I got them. Barkley's obviously a big name, and TNT and everything, and just I really kind of loved watching Barkley in my day, and I think he's definitely a personality and fun. So it looks like this last so PSA 7.5 went for about 1,000, sounds about right. An 8.5 BGS went for 850. Kind of coming down, we're looking at another BGS go for 800, and 8.5s. They're in about the 800 range. It's showing. What I did think was interesting was the PSA 8s are the last one on April 14th, so getting close to a month ago, was 1,900, and there was one down here. There's another one down here, I think, for 1,725 a month prior to that. So maybe the PSA 8s look to be kind of like on a once a month thing, and you can pick them up for under 2,000. So here's these BGS 85s are kind of, again, when you don't have a whole ton of auctions, they can kind of go everywhere. But remember, eBay is a little bit tough. There isn't fees, so you can essentially, if it's a buy it now, these can flop back and forth with no fees at really any price. Just kind of be aware. Here's also a PSA 6 that sold for 600. That's about right, and a PSA 7 right before that that sold for 770. So those are the prices that are kind of currently happening. Let's check out what's for sale on eBay. And for eBay, really just one, which kind of makes sense that, slow going. It's a PSA 7 that's, pretty much just put up and with pretty much almost a full week left. So you can go check that one out. But if we take it off and look at all listings, there's quite a few. And obviously I'm searching by highest first, but there's a few bags. There's multiple PSA 7s, around 1,000. So that's kind of your price point area. Looking at 8.5s that might be maybe a hair a bit too much, but best offer kind of things here. Again, look at the subs and look at what you're looking at, and that'll help. But not much in terms of just eBay, but this will probably be your lowest price spot to go and pick something up. But yeah, so the Barkley, very, very cool card. I like it a lot. I love the colors. One thing to note about this card, and waiting until the end to say it, is that the right side of this, well, the Barclays left side on this card, your right side, is that it's rough. The edges are rough for this card. That is common, and this card is hard to get in like a PSA 9. That would be, it's a very difficult card kind of thing. Even an 8 is difficult because of those rough edges. It's just in the centering for this, star cards right then were tough, and the bags that were cut rough, making those rough edges is very common. So when you see it, don't think, oh, this is abnormally bad. It isn't. It's actually kind of par for course. So that's just something to note that I have found out and in shopping and looking for these cards. But really a cool pickup, great looking card. I love the shot, love everything. Like, it's just a really cool card, and probably my favorite of Charles, and I just like it a lot. So all right, anyway, comment out, like, subscribe, anything you want to add. But and I'll see you at the next video.